Hi guys, so today where I am right now is July 7th and this is the year 2023. So we are welcoming 777 777 energy portal, and actually I wasn't planning on recording a video, and I was just resting because energy had been very strong, and I was meditating quite a bit last night, integrating all these energies that I have been downloading the last few days. And suddenly I was pulled to record this video and leave you with some messages. And so what's gonna happen during 777 portal, or is happening right now since last night, when I was meditating at night, I felt this huge energy surging, and in my sleep time I literally felt the energy rising up like crazy in all my body, just like really really ascending energy. So there are two groups that's happening at large right now in the collective that I tapped into. Is the one group is experiencing the tower moment, meaning suddenly in their life something shifted, something is changing, and they see that as a chaos, a confusion, a challenge, a difficulty. It could be something emotional that they're having to go through, that's very intense, that they need to release, integrate, shift. And so that is one group experiencing the tower moment. Like everything is crumbling down, crashing down, things are happening in their life that is making them feel that way because it is calling for a change. And the other group is the one who had been doing the work, doing the spiritual work, the soul work, align with the divine, meaning they kept their trust with the divine and they kept their faith with the divine. So okay, they kept themselves one with the universe, basically. So they went through a lot of death and rebirth moments over and over again. It's a very arduous, it's a very challenging journey, but they went through it with the divine, with the universe, and they kept their faith, they kept their love, they kept their trust, and they kept their heart pure. And for this group, you are really shifting, about to shift, like completely shift to a new, better, meaning highest timeline that we are experiencing right now. So what I was given information about the new earth is that it is already happening, but then to completely shift off, like to completely, okay, the 3D and 5D, we are moving from 3D to 5D, basically, in generally speaking terms. We are like here, and then it takes time to really completely, like this, split. And it's gonna be two different earths in different consciousness, in different timelines. And so people, well, who still in their survival patterning and a lot of lower dense vibrations, they're going to stay here. People who released a lot of karma and then they integrated themselves and aligned their vibrations with love, joy, harmony, peace, all the fifth dimensional energies, then they're moving here. So that is what's happening right now as we are speaking. So but we are not completely separated yet, so we are just beginning to move away, and it's gonna take some time. And so for this group, the message that came was, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. That was the message that came. So what it means is that when you choose something right now, there could be a lot of people coming up from your past, or people or situations that could distract you to pull you down to old timelines, because these people hold those old vibrations still. Is that you need to choose yourself and prioritize your inner peace, harmony, joy first and foremost, while you are shifting to this energy, because you want to stay aligned with these vibrations, because once you lower your vibration, it is going to pull you back. So in terms of your thoughts, whatever that is, that you're thinking about, or there is a person or a situation trying to pull you back to this place, and what they're doing is they're now getting your attention. And so once we give our attention, we start to generate thoughts and get entangled with that energy, meaning you lower your vibration. So right now, it's best not to think too much about these things that are happening right now, and stay simple. And then amuse your inner child. Have fun with your inner child, or play with your inner child, or make your inner child, feel playful and joyful and inspirational, creative, expressive, authentic, all of these things. You want to focus on yourself. So that is the message that I received to share right now. And for the previous group who's going through the tower moments, if you resonate with it, first of all, you don't want to compare where you are with where others are. Everything happens in divine timing. So once you trust this divine timing, you will move to your highest timeline eventually. But the more you stay comparing yourself or your journey with where others are, like, okay, those groups are already moved on, it's just that we are constantly conditioned with instant gratification, and we've been conditioned to perform and produce results and live for the results, live for the future, right? So that's the conditioned mind. So we are likely to focus more on what others have, that I want to have it too, these mentalities. So you want to release this whenever you are catching yourself comparing and getting frustrated or impatient with where you are, with where others are, or where others seem to be at this moment. And so for your group, what you can do best right now is to trust, meaning build your relationship with the divine, with the universe, with trust and faith. So knowing that everything happens for a reason, and for you, and for a greater purpose behind the scenes. And faith simply means we are giving trust when we don't see something in the physical yet, meaning you don't know how it's going to happen, why it's happening, when it's going to happen, where it's going to take place, right? But simply, you don't need to know all of this. You want to stay in faith, because everything happens in divine timing. When you are starting to build relationship with the divine and the universe, they guide you, they protect you. And so you want to start having this relationship, because otherwise you're going to go into that ego and wanting to control the situation, which is going to exacerbate everything, meaning you're going to get into worries because you're so attached to the outcome of what's going to happen. Or how can I get out of this? We get fixated in something that will liberate me, which is usually it's you who can liberate yourself, but we are seeking something else. And we are having these ideas of what it should be, how it should be, how it should look like, and all these things are creating attachments and limitations. Therefore, the universe cannot come in and provide you with the best outcome out of the infinite possibilities, because when you are setting these boundaries or the limitation in your mind, you're saying no to everything else, no to all other infinite possibilities that could be best for you, that could be highest timeline for you. You see, so that's why you want to start building your connection and relationship with the universe and the divine with trust and faith. And you can only do this when you are grateful, meaning you want to understand that everything happens for a reason, and that everything and all of that things that happened in your life up to now was there to help you grow and teach you a lesson so you could release your karma, basically. So for example, when we have pain in parts of our bodies, what do? We start to pay attention to that area, right? It's like calling you, because I have a message to tell you. Tune in, listen to me. That's what it's saying. So basically, if you're feeling fear, if you're feeling extreme insecurity, if you're feeling like you want to manipulate things to draw something out of people or situations, if you feel like you're overly anxious, constantly in your head, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling powerless to do anything, to change anything in your life right now, or you're so confused, but you usually want to know how to fix things, how to control it, and now you're really, really frustrated with it. All of this, whatever that you're dealing with, is calling you to pay attention to the area, meaning notice what it's saying to you. And to do that, you want to get in. And to get in, how you can do that is to basically listen to yourself, but we don't really know how to listen to ourselves in a lot of times, especially when you're experiencing that tower moment. So what it is calling you to do right now is to pay attention to these pain points and start just recognizing whether you're feeling pain, whether that is anger, whether that is resentment, whether that is guilt, whether that is insecurity, whether that is fear, whether that is what it is, meaning go down to the root of the truth of that pain, and not just glide through, neglect, escape, justify, because they are old patterns of escaping, running away from pain. Now you want to pay attention to your pain. And when you pay attention to your pain, you will start to hear these things. Because what happens when you start to give undivided love and full attention to someone, you start to see that person, you start to understand that person, you start to listen to that person, right? You start to get that person. That's how you want to connect with yourself, and that's how you can listen to yourself, giving full undivided love and attention to your pain points. That could be mental, that could be emotional, that could be physical, because it's all connected, mind, body, and spirit right now. So especially right now, a lot of the physical symptoms could play out because it's all connected to different points in the different energy points in the body. And so once the energy is released, that pain in the physical body will be released as well. And this is for real because I experience it all the time. I see the energy literally moving out. And so even though you may not see that, I'm just sharing this information because I want you to understand that that's how it is happening. And if your soul is ready for this, you are going to resonate with this somehow, even though you don't understand it, or this is something that you never thought about. So this is for those who resonate with the message, who's going to be receptive to this. So if you don't, take what resonates as always and leave what doesn't with love for other people, right? And so that's the advice for you. Go into your pain points and then know that everything is happening for a bigger purpose, and constantly remind yourself with that message. And one of the affirmations that you can use to help you out with this is, I am exactly where I need to be right now. I trust the divine timing. I trust the divine guidance. The divine and the universe is always guiding me to be exactly where I need to be in every moment. And as you say this, you may start to release some of the fears and anxieties that you may be experiencing right now of not knowing what's going to happen. And so it will calm you down a little bit, because when you calm yourself down, your nervous system is calmed down and relaxed a little bit, so you could hear yourself better. And so you can use these affirmations, and also you can ask for help. Help me to grow through this. Help me what I can do to grow. So focus is going to be on how you can grow with this experience by learning something from it, rather than why is this happening, meaning blaming the universe or blaming the situation. Okay, so trust that everything happens for a reason and in divine timing, and you're exactly where you need to be always. And this is something that you can use. And also at the same time, what you want to do is you want to use gratitude, because knowing this, now you're going to be able to feel grateful, even though sometimes you may not feel literally like feeling that gratefulness, but you could start to repattern and shift your mindset and focus your attention on higher vibration. So when you focus on gratitude, you are moving towards that direction. It's like you are like, oh, I'm gonna go this way, not this way. You see, blaming and staying angered and victimized and disempowered is this way. Now you're gonna say, I take charge. I know how it's working. I know where I am, and that even though I don't see it, meaning I don't know how it's going to happen or why is this happening, you don't know that yet, but I have faith in the universe, because the universe is always going to show me this and this and this in divine timing. And I honor my unique journey of where I am. Whenever you compare yourself, you want to use this affirmation. I honor my unique journey. I honor myself. I honor my pace of growth. That's what you can use at this time if you're resonating with this. And so you're going to use these affirmations to start to align your energy with the energy of gratitude. So you could use affirmations like, I am grateful for my pain. I am grateful for this challenge. I'm grateful for this difficulty. I know that universe is helping me to grow. Universe is always there for me. It is showing me, it is guiding me, and it is giving me all these next steps in divine timing, while I'm focusing on the now, focusing on how I can grow. And you're going to ask, help me to grow through this. And once you really ask for help sincerely, angels hear you, and you have at least one guardian angel. And usually there's a lot of angels surrounding you, even though you may not see it, even though you may have heard this for a first time. You are sort of in doubt about it. Wherever you are, if you're resonating somehow, it is meant for you, this message. So they're always with you, but they can't just intervene because we have free will on this planet. So you have to ask for help, but it has to be sincere and genuine in that moment of asking, because it has to come from the heart, not from the strategy mind. So you are going to use this and practice this to shift your vibration to the higher vibrations and not stay lower anymore. And that's what you can do, and that's how you get out of the tower moment. That's how you say goodbye to your old ways of being, because tower moment simply means there is a change about to happen, transformation is required. But when we stay the same, we just go on the same cycle, you see, and nothing's really changing, never really changing. But once you say goodbye to this pattern, and now you are creating a new pattern, and that means you step onto as a creator of your own reality rather than a victim of circumstances, you see. So you're moving, and this transition needs to happen. And in the middle point, what you need to do is you need to really check in with yourself right now. Really check in and pay attention, provide that love, attention to your pain points, and reconnect with yourself so you could hear yourself, so you know what to do. And with that, you're going to start to realize and experience what it's like to know within, go within, have answers within. And then you're going to repeat this process, because this will become your tool to go through many different cycles of death and rebirth, death and rebirth. So what you can do with the 777 portal energy is you can start to write things down of all the things that you want to release, and or you want to grow out of, and how you want to be by connecting with yourself. And when you do that, you are sending out to the universe of your genuine, sincere wish and prayer, and is going to respond to you more, I would say, readily than before, because this gate is opened. Because this gate 7 represents transformation, and so it's going to really support you at this time. I recommend you to choose what is best for you, depending on what you're resonating with what I'm saying, because your soul knows the best always. So always tune in. And the last message that I wanted to share was, okay, so the energy of 777 portal will be available like before and after usually. And so 3 to 4 days before, 3 to 4 days after, from how I feel the energy is right now. And July is going to be a very powerful month, and compared to what I felt, the 7-7 portal, when back then I was in Greece, I was in Athens, and when I was there, the energy was completely different. And so the energy of 7-7 portal last year and this year is different, and this year is much more powerful. So I want you to utilize this energy for your highest good, which is all going to be the highest good for the universe as well, because we are aligned with the highest vibrations, highest timelines, your highest self. And so that is the message that I'm guided to share at this moment. Happy 777 portal, wherever you are doing well. There's nothing to worry about, there's nothing to fear about, because they're all illusions. And so we are learning how they play out. So I hope this video helps you, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.